Nobody's there, but I hope the girls here. Oh, boy. I hope the opening video is ready. Yo, D. I'm gonna start now, but
It's not hype. No, it's not hype first.
this one, I'm saying, is it ready?
Yeah, that's good.
The
But we
singer
need
is
to hear the
weirdo.
singer.
Where's she? Oh, what's her name? Yo. You guys can go to your benches. I'm gonna call you guys out by name. I'm gonna call you guys out by name. Sorry, Bree, welcome back. Mic check 1, 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready right now to kick off Hoop Queens Season 4 live at U of T Goldring Centre. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise. We are bringing the best female hoopers in the city each and every week, live action. But first, before we start, I'd like us to acknowledge our DJ. Please, let's give DJ Shannon Hill a big round of applause. So before we start our game, Hoop Queens wants to recognize that our organization is based on Treaty 13 lands, traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also recognize that we are located on the traditional home of many other nations, including the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Chippewa, and Wendat peoples. Also, Hoop Queen acknowledges all treaty peoples, including those who came here as settlers, as migrants, either in this generation or in generations of the past, and those of us who came here involuntarily, particularly those brought to these lands as a result of the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. We pay tribute to those ancestors of African origin descent. So now we get ready to sing the national anthem. I ask if everyone can please rise, take off your hats, and let's give a big warm welcome to Anea Sutton, who's gonna come sing the national anthem. Let's give her another round of applause as she makes her way to center stage.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Nah, give her another round of applause. That is how you sing the national anthem and kick off Hoop Queens Season 4. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to introduce our starters for both teams as we kick off Season 4. Our visiting team, Team Blaze, led by head coach April Doss. We're going to start with number 3. Back in the mix, Bree Johnson. Number 6, Anegor Whoa. Number 8, Brittany English. Number 12, Kiara Leverage. And number 21, Hannah Sunley Paisley. And our home team in the green, Team Charge, led by head coach Justina King. Number 4, Brooke Hussey. Number 7, Kiara Daly. Number 15, Kiara Letlow. Number 22, Kiara Walters. And number 23, Angeline Campbell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hoop Queens Season 4. The ladies are doing what they got to do. We have our all-ladies female referee looking ready, locked in, good to go. I'm going to need energy throughout each and every quarters as we have a lot of prizes and giveaways to showcase for everybody. Enjoy your She Don't Play t-shirt, and make sure if you need a snack or everything, you can check the concession stand as we get ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Goldring Centre for High Performance Sports, where the energy is sky high and the legacy
And
continues.
ladies and gentlemen,
you just
Season
witnessed
4.
the opening day tip-off for Hoop Queens Season 4. Today we have 2 teams kicking things off today. We have Team Charge led Team Charge is going to be led by head coach Justina King, followed by Team Blade, which is led by head coach April Deas. My name is Sydney Holmes. Alongside me is Haley Hopkinson, and we are just beaming, I think is an understatement, Haley. Today we have a legacy kicking off and continuing. Hoop Queens is just a miraculous implementation of women's basketball in Toronto. The legacy continues every single year, and we're just getting better and better. We do want to say, though, we do have a lot of all-star talent on the court for us this year, starting things off with Team Blaze, the starting 5. Hannah Sunley Paisley, number 21. Number 12, Kiara Leverage. Number 6, Angor Wall. Number 3, Bree Johnson. Number 8, Brittany English. Just to kind of kick things off, who are you looking for, Haley, to kind of lead the team for Team Blaze? Kiara Leverage, I think, is the top one for you today. Isn't that right, Haley?
Most definitely. She is one of a kind when it comes to this. She is a York University Lion. She was the team MVP this season and last season as well. She's an OUA second team All-Star, and she was the 4th overall pick in this season's Hoop Queens draft. It was a snake draft. The Blaze had the 4th overall, and that was the first one they took, and for a reason. She's ranked 2nd in program history with the Lions for scoring. She is seriously going to make a massive impact for this Team Blaze.
No baskets so far. We're currently knotted at 0. Walters with the ball at the top, dishes it. Brooke Hussey looking inside. A bit short for Kiara Letlow. And speaking of Kiara Letlow, Haley, I mean, to say she is a decorated athlete is an understatement. Coming from Cape Breton University, winning seemingly every award possible, now transferring to the Queen's Gales, coming a little bit closer to home. What are your thoughts and expectations for her coming into this year?
Well, I'm expecting nothing less but greatness from her. She was the 1st overall pick in this draft, and for so many reasons. She was on the championship winning team last year, the Advantage Titans, and one of her teammates from last year was head coach Justina King. She was also won MVP that season. So not only do they know how to play with each other, but the chemistry is absolutely there. She's a 3-time All-Canadian, 2022 U Sport Rookie of the Year, and now she's taking her talents to Queens after exactly what you said. She cleared up on awards, she broke records, and now she's ready to take on the OUA. And she is fantastic.
Just kind of coming back into the game here, a fantastic steal that we just witnessed. There's a lot of heavy back-to-back action going on so far for these teams, but we're still knotted at 0. Clean basket there for English. just to kind of go over it again, the starting 5 for Team Charge, and that is green on your screen. That will be 7, Kiara Daly, 23, Angeline Campbell, number 4, Brooke Husley, 15, Kiara Letlow, and 22, Kiowa Walters. Speaking of Walters, she has the ball at the top, pulls it. Again, bouncing inside and out. Bree Johnson taking it up, dishes it over to Sunley Paisley, tipped out of bounds. Great heads-up defense there from Kiara Letlow.
We got a quick pace here already. And lots of things changing this season, Sydney.
So speaking of change, the new rule change, which actually something that I'm very excited about. We've seen the CEBL kind of adopt it, and that is, kind of for lack of a better word, the target score.
Yeah.
So essentially what the target score is as soon as it hits the 4th quarter, under 4 minutes, the first dead ball that we see, the clock turns off. Don't worry, it's not as crazy as it sounds. Whoever is leading at the time, so let's say, for example, the team who has 80 points in comparison to 70, they are the leading team. So obviously, beautiful pass inside there and a beautiful rebound. Going back to the rule change, if the leading team at the time of final 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter has 80 points, you have 8 points higher than that to get the team's final points of the game. So for those of you who haven't watched the CEBL, it's essentially adding another form of excitement to the game, meaning that you only have X amount of points, wiggle room. Beautiful take inside. A lot of contact down low. We see Walters heading to the line. Essentially just to kind of put a pretty bow on it, you only have X amount of minutes to kind of get the final point. So for example, if the leading team with under 4 minutes left in the game has 80, the target score is going to be 88 points. So it doesn't matter how far behind or how close the opposing team is at that point. You only have until the first team to get 88 points completes it, and that's the game.
I absolutely love this. This really sets up the game to end in a fantastic way. Of course, there is the chance it can end on free throws or something like that, but there's also a chance that these teams are going to have to go and practice. If they have one last possession of the game and they can end it, what are they going to do? Who's going to have the ball? It opens up so much creativity with these teams. And after we talked to Justina King with Team Charge, one thing she really wants with this season is for her girls to have fun. And I think this rule just adds so much fun to the league.
Bit of scramble. Can't seem to kind of really get anything going. Wall kicks it over. Tessin drills it from 3. Beautiful rotation there. I was not worried, but the Blaze were kind of looking a little scrambled. Nice to see they were kind of able to bring it back. We have the Charge head the other way now. Pulls up from beyond the arc. Wow. And it's clean. Angeline Campbell.
Angeline Campbell joined the 1,000 career points with U Sports and the Brock Badgers February 8th. She is definitely a fantastic scorer, and we're seeing it early.
And we're seeing another 3. This time, I don't know if she called backboard, but honestly, I'm going to allow it. Kiara Leverage, which honestly, I'd be regret to remiss if I didn't say it again. The York GOAT, as most locals like to call it. And here she is again. Her defensive tenacity is honestly something that I'm really excited to see this season. It's really unmatched. Substitution here for Team Charge. Campbell heading to the bench, but again, just to talk about Leverage, her consistency on both ends of the floor is something that teams have to watch out for. You can't let her go unnoticed, and it's definitely going to be a point of contention here for Team Charge. We had a quick substitution earlier. Serena Cheetah checks into the game for Team Charge. Bringing up the ball, Brittany English. Tried to do a bounce pass. Didn't quite go through for Emily LaFond. But it was tipped, so Blaze keeps possession.
We're seeing lots of Brooke Hussey right now. She also plays on Queens. Kiara Letlow joining there this coming season. So we're seeing the early stages of their relationship at Queens start to develop now on the court, and both of them so far doing a very excellent job.
Too much muscles there, I think, for Kiara Letlow. Passed it a little bit too hard out of bounds. Substitution coming in here for the Charge. Arige Bergonio checks into the game. Something that you might remember from Arige if you have watched last season is her quickness. She is honestly, at all times, one of the fastest players on the floor, so you can't cut her out.
It's a massive board there by Brittany English.
With all this tenacity, I mean, it's still, all things considered, a low-scoring game. 10 points right now for Team Blaze in comparison to 5 for Team Charge.
Yeah, and both of these teams are very strong defensively, which puts into perspective how exciting this new rule change is going to be for the final minutes of the game.
Ellen Uganov over to Leverage. Off the far side. Charge taking it now. Lawrence takes it herself. Almost gets the end one to go. She's going to be headed to the line for 2.
We spoke to both of the head coaches before this game, and both of them mentioned how it's important to push the press when possible.
And that, I think, is a brilliant example of that. Lawrence hesitated a little bit at the free throw line, saw the gap, took it, and now she's rewarded with 2 baskets, or 2 options for baskets. Hopefully she can drain these 2.
And Emily Fond is going to head to the bench for them after picking up that foul.
Good offensive board. Cheetah kicks it over. Intercepted. Pushed the ball ever so slightly. Tried to look inside for suddenly Paisley. Lawrence again on the wing. Hand off to Daly. Looks inside for Kiara Letlow. Fighting through contact, down low. Gets 2 points to go. English now. Tried to play some hard defense on Bergonio. I think she said, I'm going to take that one, tried to stop her. But looking at Kiara Letlow, absolutely fighting for pace down low against Sunny Paisley, who matches her in size. She's able to get her position, able to get the easy 2 points.
And that matchup right there is going to be a one to watch this entire season. Both of them powerhouses, very strong, have a fantastic presence in the paint, but also do majority of the scoring down there. It's going to be great to watch all season long.
Substitution now. Nicole Daly checks into the game for Team Charge. Inside, suddenly Paisley. High off the glass, now headed the other way. Stops a little bit, had no one to pass to. Suddenly Paisley gets her hands on it. We have a jump ball, and she's rewarded. Team Blaze keep possession. Hand off to English at the top. Trying to set the screen. Bergonio's too quick, doesn't know where she's going. And she gets the touch. Fights for it. Bergonio is rewarded. Fantastic defense. Looks up. Leverage, or Lawrence pulls up just off the back end of the rim. Punches it through, but the Blaze keep it. Up to Tessin. Ellen Uganov drops her defender. Tessin from beyond the arc. Suddenly Paisley inside, grabs the board, goes for the alley-oop, scoop. Doesn't get it to go, but she's headed to the line for 2.
Victoria Lawrence with the Charge has had a fantastic presence on defense already in this game. She's cutting off plays, putting pressure on the shooter multiple times, and pushing the pace a lot in this one. But we'll take another look at the foul right there. Goes for the reverse layup. She'll get the contact and 2 shots at the line.
Now, you did mention that we were able to talk to the coaches, and something that head coach April Diaz did say that was apparent for Team Blaze is their veteran presence. And that's especially something valuable, especially in a league that, again, Hoop Queens is in their 4th season. So we're seeing a lot of women and girls get the opportunity to represent themselves. So the fact that Team Blaze have a lot of women on their team that have been able to play in this league for a couple of seasons now kind of gives them that added advantage. So we definitely see that with Sunny Paisley.
Definitely.
Great defense there from Johnson. tried her best to eliminate Nicole Daly, but we have a foul on Johnson. Daly's headed to the line for 2 shots.
One thing that also stuck out to me, especially with Team Blaze, is they're saying that they're not looking for anyone to play isolation ball or anyone to go one-on-one or having one specific player really stand out over everybody else and drop 20, 25 points. They're seriously looking for some good old-fashioned team basketball. They know that Team Charge has a bunch of girls that can go off for multiple double-digit game performances, but Team Blaze, they're all for each other on this season, and I think we're definitely seeing that already early in this game.
Uwesu trying to get some space, doesn't get it. Walters tips it out. Uwesu gets the ball back, and we have a foul. Walters playing fantastic defense up into the point where Uwesu loses her balance and they call her on a push. Walters now has a foul. Tried her best, but Bergonio played solid defense, couldn't really find anything. Uwesu tries her best. Again, Walters knocks it out, but just didn't give her enough space to land her feet. Gets called on a foul. Way to not give up on it, though, in terms of hard offensive presence there for Uwesu. Now, as we said earlier, this is just the first game for today. We have Team Charge taking on Team Blaze. Later, starting at 4:30, we have Team Rain taking on Team Tide. Doubleheader event today. Very exciting day for basketball, and we're kicking off Season 4 of Hoop Queens. Rebound there from Johnson. Trying to look up from somebody, takes it herself. Kicks it out to suddenly Paisley. Leverage is calling for it. Paisley takes it herself. A bit too high off the glass. Bergonio now looking up. Lawrence tries to get through contact. Johnson doesn't give it to her. She's going to get the 2 points to go.
Bree Lawrence on this play, and the last one is definitely doing a good job of pushing this transition. April Dea said that they're not strong in their one-on-one game, so their transition is definitely going to come in handy, especially with how hard Team Charge is pressing them right now.
Something that I will say that you can't kind of knock out Team Blaze for is how quick every single person on their team is. We just saw Kiara Leverage go from one end of the floor to the opposite, tips the ball out of bounds, so there wasn't any easy basket for the Charge. So she is a quintessential player for the team, but their whole roster has speed.
Definitely.
Leverage taking her time, doesn't want to rush it if she doesn't have to, passes it off to Tessin. Tessin intercepted, tried to go for Johnson. Bergonio now taking her time. Trying to look for options. Over to Lawrence. Inside. Walters backs down Hunley Paisley. Great defense there from Sunley Paisley. Kicks it up to Johnson. Johnson passes it inside. Can't get it. Rebound. Leverage. Beautiful follow there. We see horns being called. I mean, we do know that from the draft to the first tip-off of the first game of the season, there's not a lot of time. So
right,
we know that these women are spending time outside of their normal busy schedules to practice, to get their rotations down. So to see a play run this early just shows it's a true testament to their pro abilities.
Definitely. One thing that Blaze is struggling with early in this game, it looks like, is just the passes to within the perimeter. That's something that just takes time to develop with the chemistry of the team as well. They do have a lot of veteran players, so I imagine that quick fixes like that are going to come a lot easier to a team like Blaze rather than a team like Team Charge. They are a little bit younger, but they do have some fantastic leadership with Justina King. And we'll take another look here. Smuggling defense right there, and Bree Johnson has been dishing out some dimes, and it's all about the teamwork right now of never giving up on that play.
And that's exactly what we've kind of been saying from the coaches, right? That's team basketball is where Team Blaze is excelling. That's exactly what head coach April Diaz has been saying is their true bread and butter. So it's nice to see them put it into action so early in the game.
We'll get another look right here.
Bit of a foul, I think, at the top, but honestly, in those ones, you can kind of just shake it off. It's so early on in the game, almost at the end of the first quarter here, actually. Team Blaze leading this one, 13-11 over Team Charge.
But Justina King also had a fantastic accomplishment recently of winning the Wayne and Teresa Embry Fellowship. It's a fantastic opportunity. It goes to someone who represents 7 Ps, like persistence, passion, perseverance. She definitely embodies all of that. And how lucky are these girls to get some leadership from her while she's learning so much aside from this?
Not only, I think, her outside coaching ability that she can kind of bring to Team Blaze, but she was last year's MVP and she won the Hoop Queens Championship. So I think she knows a thing or two about how to kind of lead her team to a championship this year.
Absolutely. And
Final
having
seconds. Just like that, we have the end of the first quarter. Still a very close game. Team Blaze leading 13-2, Team Charges 11. Don't go away. We have a lot of basketball up in front of us, up ahead of us, but we are heading just for a quick break.
Sponsored by Canada Basketball, one of our proud partners. Who got that t-shirt? Let me see. All right, there we go. You didn't get one, eh? Yeah, come on, guys. The energy. All right, listen up, guys. Every Sunday we're going to be here with giveaways, with prizes. At halftime, we are going to have a showdown as well. I'll let you know more information. For those joining us, just come with the right energy. We might pick you and need your skills to get a nice prize. And to everybody who's joining us, I want you guys to look at our jumbo screen for a second as we have surveys that we want everybody to fill out as we want to get all the information we can from all of our guests. So if you have a phone, please take out your camera, get that QR code, fill out our surveys so we can do what we got to do at Hoop Queens to better our community each and every week. So please, if you're in here, get your phone out, get that QR code scan, and we'll hear from you. Second quarter is about to start underway. And let's go. All right, guys, we are back second quarter, and let's get ready. Hoop Queens.
Kiara Letlow, cross-court pass over to Lawrence. Drains it. A beautiful way to kick off the second quarter action here, and now the game is ever so slightly in their favor for the Charge. 1 point lead, 14-13. English now. They try to get that high screen set. Every single time, English is quick enough just to kind of go around her defender. Doesn't really need the screen action. Beautiful kind of self-take there. Handoff at the top for Daly. And a travel is called.
We'll take a look at this beautiful basket right here. Victoria Lawrence has been phenomenal in this game so far. Not only on defense, but getting her scoring going like that. Massive impact, and she just caused a turnover right here. For Team Charge to get the ball back, she's definitely been the standout to me on this court early in this one.
Bit of miscommunication there for the Charge, but they're able to save it. Lawrence now. English. Big body down low, jumps in to get her second rebound of the game. Ruganov fakes it to the top for English, but it gets tipped. All alone, all by herself, in a clean lane to the basket. Campbell gets the 2 points, and we have a tip out of bounds from Lawrence. I don't know if she could kind of hear you, Haley, but she was kind of, ever since you mentioned her name, she's been everywhere on the floor. It's just her tenacity on the defensive end has been something recently that's been unmatched.
Absolutely. That's such a big impact of this game, especially since, take the scoring out of it, which is incredible. She's just been disturbing the Team Blaze. And that's one thing that they're trying to play this team basketball. They're trying to get solidified as a strong team in this season, where it's not all about one player, where it's about everything that we've talked about beforehand. They're still trying to establish that in this game, and Victoria Lawrence is just causing a problem for them.
Another early timeout is called. The Blaze will keep possession coming out of it here as the ball gets checked in. Tessin. Suddenly Paisley. Back to Tessin at the top. Suddenly Paisley kicks it over. Ellen Uganov a bit too far, which honestly is a little surprising. I mean, this is, all things considered, her home gym.
Yes.
She is a household legend for the University of Toronto Varsity Blues. She is a quintessential three-point shooter, to say the least. So I'm expecting a lot of good things. She's playing on home court in more ways than one. So I'm excited for her to kind of just find her legs, find her range, and really get active in this game here.
Yeah, both teams have so much more that they can unlock, but a fantastic competitive game so early in this one.
Substitutions now for Team Blaze. Hussey inbounding the ball for the charge.
And suddenly Paisley is going to the bench, and one thing about their offense is she's staying closer to the top, which opens up a lot of cutting room for everyone else on that team, but they haven't necessarily been using it, so I'm wondering if Emily LaFond is maybe a better fit for them at this moment.
Offensive board leads to a three opportunity, and it's not wasted. Campbell once again drills it from beyond the arc. English now. Uganov over to Leverage, takes it herself. Solid defense from Campbell. Able to get the offense, or the defensive board, sorry, headed the other way. Lawrence inside, Letlow trying to create space. Pushes through contact, doesn't get the basket, however, but she's headed to the line for two.
And we're gonna take a look at this three from Campbell right here. Man, she is a fantastic shooter, and something about her is she has a good play like that. She's stringing together multiple good plays. She goes and then has a big defensive play on the other end. She's never going to give you just a little bit of one thing. She's going to give you a lot of everything, and she's making a massive impact already.
Solid effort there to get the offensive board. Tips it ever so slightly out of bounds. Daly, the Blaze retain possession. English now. Bree Johnson. Inside. Pulls it. While ever so slightly off the edge of the backboard. Headed now the other way. Letlow gets it high, kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence calls for the screen, denies it. Backing down, Leverage, doesn't work. English now. Beautiful cut from Leverage. High off the glass, doesn't get it, offensive board. Johnson fights for it, off the shoe. Hussey now.
Hussey's had a massive defensive presence. She's not that tall. She's a fantastic and quick guard. We saw her dribbling before the game, and it was out of this world, but she's been very solid on defense.
That was a good heads-up play, and I kind of want to start from the beginning of it. Bree Johnson had a bit of a lane, took her time because she knew that the gap was small, dishes it over to Hannah Sunley Paisley, but there was just an extra pass that wasn't necessary, is a little bit too close. So I think on that next one, she needs to take it. We've seen from previous seasons that Sunley Paisley is deadly down low. Her aggression is unmatched. So I think there just needs to be a little bit more aggressiveness to take it for herself instead of always looking for the pass first.
I completely agree, because also the turnovers they're getting is because of passes in the paint. So limiting those and taking your own drives, it's only going to help them grow this score even more.
Over to Johnson. Inside. Johnson tries to cut in. Sunley Paisley takes it through contact. Headed to the line for two.
You can see her getting more and more comfortable, though. Those are moves we saw last season, and that's what she's really good at. So even just to get the contact there, to get the shots there, it's still very important, and she's going to ease in. But we're going to take another look at that foul right there against Letlow, and almost goes in. A little frustrated, clearly, that it didn't go in, but the next one, she's got a better chance based off that.
I think the problem that we're seeing, at least for that play specifically, there was so many hands down on defense. I didn't see a single player try to block the ball, get to the spot before her. So it was a good foul call, but I think in terms of fouls to give a team charge, you don't want to get to a place where you are in foul trouble. So I think there needed to be a lot stronger of a presence on defense there.
Completely agree with you.
For those of you just tuning into today's game, this is the kickoff for season 4 of Hoop Queens. We have Team Charge going up against Team Blaze. Charge with a 19-17 lead. My name is Sydney Holmes. Alongside me is Haley Hopkinson. We're here to take you through the doubleheader event that we have for today's game. Battling down low, Walters kicks it to Daly. Big man down low, Johnson. Taking it now. Time, hesitation. Kicks it out. Sunley Paisley. Again, just a bit too much off the back edge of the rim. Campbell on English, hesitation. Good defense there from English, but the step around. Daly kicks it to Walters. For someone who's not really positioned as a big, Johnson always finds herself banging bodies down low in the paint, fighting for those rebound opportunities, and she's able to get a lot of the time those solid defensive chances for her team.
Absolutely, and that comes down to her never giving up on a single play, being physical down in the paint. It's so important, and that really makes her a unique player for this team.
Pulls from the three, doesn't go. Bergonio. Two bodies on the floor. None from contact with other players, just from contact from, I think the court's getting a little bit slippery. There's a lot of hard work happening down there. I understand it. English now. Just to kind of break it down again, this year we have a new addition to the rules, and that is target score. Essentially, target score changes how the game ends. So instead of playing until the clock runs out, the game ends when a team hits a set score. At the first dead ball, under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter or overtime, the clock is turned off, but the shot clock will still remain. A target score is set by adding 8 points to the leading team at the time's top score. So for example, if the leading team is at 80 points, the target score would then be 88. We've seen other leagues like the CEBL adopt this, and now Hoop Queens is adopting it for their 4th season. In my mind, it just adds another level of excitement to the already present crowd and excitement that the league already brings. So I think when we get to that final point, I mean, we've seen this game has been within 2 points the entire time. So I'm really excited to see who is kind of gonna pull off and use the target score to their advantage. But honestly, I think it just adds like that Final Four feeling for every single game that we're going to see this season.
I completely agree, and it won't motivate anybody more than the team that's trailing, and it's about making the big plays. And I think the target score, one thing we're going to see is really trying to select the quality of shot that you want. You're not going to be able to just throw something up just because you're open. You're going to have to play strategic. Are we going to go for a transition here? Do we need a big three here? It just adds so many elements, and I never want this game to be over, but I can't wait to see it for the first time this season.
Bucket to go. Now we're knotted 19 apiece. Bergonio now.
She's done an excellent job running the floor for this team charge.
Cheetah inside. Walters backs down. Hannah Sunley Paisley finally gets it to go. She's been wanting that. She's been
definitely
a couple times now. She's been down low, fighting for space, a bit high off the backboard. I think she just kind of had to find her rhythm, and she found it on that one.
Yeah, she definitely did, settling into this game a little bit more, but that's exactly why she was the first overall pick. Massive plays like that, not backing down, giving a little fake, but then spinning and finishing at the net. It's an incredible skill she has, and we're going to see a lot of that this season, and I bet a lot more against Sunley Paisley.
Dish to Walters. Again, fighting through contact. One of the things I will say about Walters, especially from watching her over the past few seasons, is once she finds her rhythm, you can't stop her. She's also one of the players that she's such a strong-minded big, and there's very few things you can do to kind of get a big off their game.
Yeah.
Because the post, that's the Big's home. That's the Big's bread and butter.
Yeah.
I know, again, I don't want to kind of toot my own horn. I am the smallest probably power forward you're ever going to be in your life. But with that, I understand how hard the footwork is, how dedicated you have to be to know that you're going to get an elbow checked, and the contact that you face down low. So for Walters to just be home there, she's a dangerous threat for sure.
Definitely. And it looks like Team Charge is definitely trying to play more one-on-one basketball, but with Paisley really not staying in the paint, which is a little bit surprising to me, but then it's not, because going against Walters on offense is a difficult task no matter what, and her staying around the three-point line is forcing Walters to kind of decide, how far out am I going? Who's going to drive on me if I don't stay there? So I get what they're doing. I think there's still room for improvement on that, but that's exactly where still in the first half, it's winding down now, but that's going to be interesting to see on where Sunley Paisley decides to kind of move around to.
Quick hands from Leverage. Knocking it out of bounds. Bergonio now, 9 seconds left in the shot clock for Team Charge. Walters looking for an option. Cheetah, high off the glass, doesn't go. Heading now the other way, Charge. A beautiful take. I think her ability to fight through contact, it's going to fall for her eventually.
Yeah.
Now, you kind of mentioned draft picks, and we had a snake draft happen this year for Hoop Queens. The first overall pick, we've been saying her name all day, so I don't really think we need to kind of pressure it anymore, but Kiara Letlow was the first overall pick from Justina King and Team Charge. Now going for Team Blaze, 4th overall, Kiara Leverage. So both of these players, we can kind of see why they were picked first overall for their respective teams.
Yeah.
Both of them are quintessentially demons on both offense and defense. So it's nice to see those picks kind of come to fruition. Campbell, Walters, fights through, doesn't get it. Tessin, mind you, the smallest at that moment on the floor. Tessin gets the ball through Sunley Paisley. Walters gets the rebound. Ellen Ugranov checking back into this game.
And Team Charge, they are up, they're pressing, they're not taking any minute of this game for granted, because at the end of the day, we talked about it so much, but with the way the end of the game has changed now, it puts even more pressures on moments like this to walk out of the quarter, walk out of a half with a bigger point differential.
Tussin with the underhand scoop. I've always been slightly jealous of players who can kind of master the underhand. I've never been able to do it, so the fact that she can do it so cleanly is just
so
beautiful
effortlessly. Well, she plays at Central Michigan University. She is a very talented basketball player, and I find it funny because she went to Royal Crown through the OSBA system, and head coach April Diaz is a Crestwood coach there, so they probably saw each other once in a while here and there, crossing paths, I'm sure. But we're going to take another look at this. Her handles, her way to find the lane was just absolutely beautiful. Brooke Hussey putting on good pressure, but they caught her way too late.
Another timeout, 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. We'll be back after this short intermission.
Keep checking, keep looking. It's somewhere here. You got it? Oh, she tricked. She's. Well, let's keep looking, keep looking, keep looking.
You found it?
What's the number of yours? There we go. You are our winner, and you get yourself a Foot Locker gift card. Give her a round of applause. She can't believe it. It's all you. And it looks like you be getting good grades in school, so mommy's right beside you. Congratulations. A big shout out to Foot Locker. You've just been blessed.
Welcome back into this game. Just hitting the 2-minute mark left here in this first half of play. From beyond the arc, Daly a bit too strong. Uganov battling down low. Battle of the muscles down low with Cheetah and Uganov.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Team Charge will come up with
we got a close game.
Well, it looks like Team Blaze is
22,
definitely trying to step
21.
up their defensive presence in that paint. Brooke Hussey was cut off by Sunley Paisley, putting a wall in front of her there. And the first shot clock violation in this one.
Sometimes we do see that happen. After a timeout, sometimes your body can kind of get relaxed to thinking it's a fresh shot clock. Not always, though, and especially in situations like that where they were fighting for a minute to try to get an opportunity. So Team Charge, dust it off. Don't worry too much about it. Get a basket the next time on offense.
Wow. If that had landed, that was a fantastic take right there by Kiara Leverage. That's her thing. You can triple team her if you want. She's still going to find a way to get a shot off, and she is still dusting off offensively. We haven't seen her full potential in this one yet, but plays like that where she's getting more comfortable putting her body there, and there it is.
A one-handed cross-court pass, cross-key pass from Tessin over to Leverage, drains it. That connection I'm actually really excited to see, not only during this game, but this season. This Tessin and Leverage, I'm really excited to see how they play with each other.
We're going to take another look at this three-pointer here from Leverage. It's just absolutely perfect. You can see Bree Johnson in the background getting hyped for her teammate there. Definitely feeling like Team Blaze is starting to feel themselves a little bit more. They've got the lead right now. Hasn't always been like that.
I don't know if it was a miscommunication on defense for the Charge, but they completely didn't have any on that last rotation. Solid Uganov over to Tessin. Tessin trying to best to break it in, takes her time, kicks it over to Sunley Paisley.
English has done a great job finding open looks for her teammates in this one.
Another timeout called for Team Blaze. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes. We'll be back after this short intermission.
This fan in the building, I got something nice for you right now. So I need energy. I'm looking around. Oh, she's on her feet. She gave me a dance. No, I need some more energy. Who's that, Surdy? Surdy in the building? I need energy, guys. I need energy. Is it over here? Who's it going to be? Is it here? Who's it going to be? Is it over here? Who's it going to be? Where's the energy? Where's the energy? Where's the energy? She got her jersey. Listen, she got up on her feet, she danced, she did what she got to do, and she got a sweater. So I'm going to add another sweater to that. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Every quarter, every timeout, I got prizes. I got you.
Something that I know to be true, especially from doing commentary this season for the OSBA and seeing head coach for Team Blaze, April Deas, in action, if she sees something wrong, she's going to correct it immediately. She's not one of those coaches that's kind of going to let her team fester with it or let them to see if they can kind of maybe work it out on their own. She's going to call a timeout immediately, fix the problem, and that way it's not going to be an issue moving forward.
Yeah, you're absolutely so right. She's a very proactive coach, and that's why she is so respectable in everything she does.
English. Tesson. 30 seconds left in the first half. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Tesson looking for something. Inside, suddenly Paisley gets it to go. Long strides. Head coach Deas, no shot. That's what she's yelling from the sideline. No shot. We have 11 seconds left in the first half. Lawrence, Walters wants it. Can't get it to her. To close out the first half of the Hoop Queens Season 4, we have Team Blaze leading 29 over Team Charge 22. We will see you just after this short break, going into the second half of action. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. We'll see you then.
From Layup Basketball, a charitable organization. Let's give them a round of applause as they're gonna come and get scrimmage, as this program provides free year-round basketball. And you guys know, oh, I see it. You guys are ready? All right, there we go. Yeah, this is the ball we're using. You guys ready? You guys know the teams? We're gonna do an energy check and see our future hoopers right here. Oh, I like your kicks. I see you. All right, guys, we ready? We know our teams? All right, guys, one more time. Give them a round of applause. These are our future leaders, future hoopers, and ballers. Oh, what we got? All right, guys, I need you guys to cheer them on when they're playing. So we know our team, right? We love that basket. There we go, up basketball. Halftime. Ooh. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're hungry or you need to use the washroom, everything is located outside. We have a concession stand. How you doing, my guy? You good? Oh, behind the, oh. Next point wins. Next bucket wins. All right, guys, let's give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. Our layup basketball. Great job, ladies. There we go, there we go, there we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our layup basketball program players. I like what I saw. You guys keep it up, and we'll see you here at Hoop Queens in the future.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. First half action was neck and neck, to say the least. Team Blaze leading 29 to Team Charge's 22. Very back and forth from the start, but we did see flashes from Team Charge taking leadership. Lawrence, a big proponent for that. But again, on the other side, Kiara Leverage, not a player to be taken lightly. The three-point game, though, I will say, especially from Campbell, was something that Team Blaze really needs to look at kind of limiting a little bit here in the second half.
Absolutely, and Campbell is so dangerous because she can hit those threes, but she can also do some incredible work down into the paint. She has fantastic handles. She uses her size to get down there and push out any defenders around her. She's leading Team Charge with 8 points right now. She's been fantastic. Victoria Lawrence has 6 points already in this one too. Her just everything on the court right now has had such an impact on this game, and her getting hot again to start off this second half is definitely going to be really important because the Blaze went on a fantastic little run at the end there. Brittany English's defense against Hussey when she was trying to get a three-pointer off was absolutely fantastic, and the last sequence they had when Sunley Paisley was able to get the basket. Quick passes, everyone touched the ball, and that's exactly what they're looking for from talking to April Diaz. That's exactly what they want, the team basketball, the passing, everything. More of that to come, and this is gonna be a fantastic close game, I'm sure of it.
If you're just tuning in with us, my name is Sydney Holmes. Alongside me is Haley Hopkinson. We are here to take you through the opening tip-off for the first game for season 4 of Hoop Queens, followed by game later this afternoon. But right now, let's focus all of our attention on Charge versus Blaze. Backdoor pass, Campbell took the contact straight up. Daly headed to the line for 2. A little bit of a miscommunication there on defense. Daly was able to completely slip her defender. Campbell, beautiful. It was honestly somewhat of a no-look pass, I want to say. Beautiful heads-up play from Campbell. Daly now just needs to focus on knocking these 2 shots down. Okay, I tested it. There's usually this thing called the announcer curse. When you talk about them making the basket, 9 times out of 10 doesn't go in, but it didn't work on this one. And it's not going to work on this one. She's going to make it. Ah, my fault. My fault.
Well, you guys didn't see what Sydney's fingers crossed on that one.
I was really hoping.
Kira Daly's had a fantastic season. She's with UBC women's basketball. She was the U Sport Rookie of the Year this season. We've seen a lot of her on the court tonight, and there is a reason for that. She's been fantastic, and those little give-and-go plays right there, she is very excellent at those. She's a quick player. She has so much basketball IQ, and you can see it clearly.
Walters, just in and out. Beautiful, though, backing down. Suddenly Paisley just couldn't get it. Leverage on her fingertips, pulls it back, and drains the three. Tessin, leverage, connection, keep it coming.
She was 2 for 3 for three-pointers in the first half of this game. Make that 3 for 4. Fantastic shooting from her.
Thought she was playing high defense. Angerwall turns into a foul. Didn't give Brooke Hussey, I guess, enough space to kind of create that perimeter, but charge now. Hussey with it. Walters trying to set the screen on English, slips it. Daly into Walters. Campbell screaming for it on the opposite end. Doesn't get it, and we have another foul. Foul is going to be on Leverage, I believe.
Well, it's a difficult task to guard Walters, but triple teaming like that, it is a recipe for disaster in a lot of cases. So figuring out how to manage her, and it's great that this is their first game of the season against her, because she's going to be a massive challenge to every team this entire season as she goes down hard.
Advantage, Leverage, hesitation. Beautiful presence, solid effort on defense. Victoria Lawrence is able to somehow get set in front of Leverage, gets the charge. There was a bit of a hesitation. I think that hesitation gave Lawrence the time and space to really get in front of her, get planted, and allow Leverage to kind of just run through. So fantastic effort on defense for Lawrence.
Absolutely, and quick thinking like that, because Lawrence has been able to contest a lot of shots, so Leverage didn't know whether she was going to try to meet her at the top of her shot, but instead she does that and gets the offensive foul.
Lawrence air ball, but Walters catches it, goes through contact. She's headed to the line for 2.
Well, Paisley could be running into some foul trouble really soon. Looks like she just picked up her 4th tonight, which is definitely some cause for concern. They seem to be running a lot of it through them, and like we said, this team obviously has a massive veteran presence, and she's one of them. She's fantastic, so she'll know how to deal with it from here on out, but it would be tough to think that they won't be able to play exactly to their game plan if she is in some trouble right there. But luckily for them, Emily LaFond has had a fantastic presence as well. She also has taken some early fouls. She's at 4 already. So they're going to run into some problems here, and obviously playing small ball against Walters is not ideal. So playing disciplined in this third quarter is probably, I would say, the key for Team Blaze to continue on this fantastic run that they've had, now having a 7-point lead.
Leverage, suddenly Paisley slips Walters, and we have a foul. Walters called on a push.
Well, luckily for Justina King there, I'm sure she'll recognize the foul trouble that the Blazes bigs are in, that if it does come time to possibly having to rest Walters a little bit to keep her in for the most important part of the game, which is obviously the first dead ball past the last 4 minutes of the 4th quarter, she has that option if necessary.
We're seeing the first glimpse of a lead in this game, more than that 2-point margin we're used to seeing. Team Blaze leading 32 to Team Charge's 25. I think there was somewhat of an effort to try to cut to the basket. A little bit of an alley-oop over the defender, but Tessin just got her hand in at the wrong time. Unable to kind of get that little poke through. I know she was successful with it in the first. She was able to time it perfectly. Unable to do so on that one.
Brooke Hussey has done a fantastic job in this game. No points in the first half, but her effort was most definitely felt. You could definitely see it on the floor as well. And honestly, the matchup of her and Brittany English has been so incredible. It's flying under the radar a little bit because they're both stopping each other from doing a lot of different things. But I'm sure in the second half, their presence is going to be needed a little bit more, especially with the ball maybe having to be played outside of the paint.
Basket is good. One more from the line for Hussey. Again, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but future teammates currently playing on Team Charge, Hussey and Letlow. Letlow transferring over to the Queens Gales. Hussey having a phenomenal season, making the all-rookie team for Queens. So I'm excited to see what these two can kind of do in the OUA season, but I think it's going to be a very good comparison to what they're able to achieve in the Hoop Queen season. And just as we say it, Hussey overpasses Bergonio. Unable to get there, we see Blaze take the possession now the other way.
She had great quick hands there for the steal, wasn't able to finish it off, and Victoria Lawrence gets dropped right there by Brittany English, and she is pushing the pace.
They noticed it a bit too late, but because Lawrence couldn't get back, there was someone that was open. They weren't able to use that to their advantage, so now Charge head the other way. Cheetah tries to pass it inside to Letlow. Not as easy as it first looked, tipped out of bounds. Charge with it now, 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hussey. High screen, Letlow pulls up, bounces not once, but twice, finally drops 2 points, and we have a foul. Victoria Lawrence tried to play hard defense, didn't go her way, gets the foul. Hussey again, bounces once, twice, 3 times actually, I'm mistaken, finally goes in, gets the 2 points to go off the jumper. Check back into this game after a long time on the bench just due to foul trouble. But right now she kind of has to come in to give Sunny Paisley a bit of a break. Number 10, Emily LaFond, 14 Blaze. And again, headed to the line, 2 shots. A foul called on Team Blaze. They do not have any more to give. 5 team fouls, so any foul at this point, they're headed to the line. But not something that you want to see, especially when 2 of their lone bigs, and you mentioned this, Haley, are already at 4 fouls.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not the best situation to be in, especially since Team Charge has now closed this lead drastically. And when you get into that foul trouble there, it opens the opportunity for the Charge to really take advantage of that. They have a phenomenal time drawing contact. They're very good at that, especially when they do have Walters in this game. She's excellent at that, and it will just come so much more into play, especially if that discipline can't start now and if it bleeds into the 4th quarter.
Tesson keeps possession. English, baseline drive, cross keep pass, and Ugrinov can't find it. Strong rebound, a bit too harsh on the putback, but it was a solid rebound nonetheless. Unfortunately, Wall couldn't get it, but she gets the touch on defense all alone. Looked to be a little high off the glass, but gets it anyways.
She got it. It's a good play there by Serena Cheetah as well to not go for the foul there. And we're gonna take another look right here at the steal from this play. And it's so quick and it's so effortless, and you're right, Cynthia looked a little bit off the top, but she'll get the nice roll. And Angor Wall making an impact early in this one.
We're currently only at a 4-point lead here for Team Blaze. More action after this quick timeout.
All right, guys, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to play a quick game during this timeout. And, Shannon, let's get some going. Let's finish the lyric. Let's play Finish the Lyric. Let's see. Do we have our contestant right now? Mommy, are you that? All right, come, quick. Let's do this real quick. Finish the lyric. So we're going to play the song and see if you can finish it. So, Shannon, we ready? Play the song. Play the song. Let's do this quick. She said, oh, gosh.
Tell me, I'll be there. I know how to dance it, not to sing it.
You know how to dance and sing, but I'll give you something for that one. So we'll continue it on the next one. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you one more. Just
After that quick timeout, back into this game, Blaze currently have a 4-point lead over the Charge, 34-30. We're getting ever so close to the fourth quarter, where again, as we've been saying, the new rule will be coming into play, the target score. Both teams fighting for that lead before we get to that point. Hussey, high screen, cutting in over to Letlow, beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. A solid offensive rebound. Sheeta up to Hussey, Letlow, down low. Rips. Can't get the pass. Cheetah keeps it. 3 seconds left in the shot clock. Tries to draw the foul, doesn't, off the backboard.
Little frustrations here because it looked like it was called the violation, but it did look like it kind of hit the rim on Lawrence's shot attempt there. But the Charge taking 2 full shot clocks worth of time right there, not getting the exact quality of shots that they want off of those. The buzzer definitely got to them at that point, but it's going to be the Blaze's ball, and Blaze has been doing a fantastic job on defense, and the Charge is staying close to them with a press right now, so they're definitely trying to give it right back.
High screen, Bergonio slips through. Johnson, just off the back edge of the rim. She's been all over the rim from the three-point line. It's bound to drop for her once today. It has to. Hussey trying her best to find Sheeta inside. Tesson doesn't let it happen. English all alone. A bit too much time. Johnson tries to get it, doesn't get a finger on it. Bergonio now, they headed the other way for the Charge.
You can see Sunley Paisley telling her team from the bench, composure, composure, and I think she's hit the nail right on the hammer with that one.
A bit of an easy jumper. English now looking to take those 2 points back. Wall over to Tesson, takes it herself. Again, Hussey gets her hand in the passing lane, pushes through. Hesitation, takes it daily. That all started from Hussey getting her hand directly in the passing lane, playing solid defense. But you have to also rely on the pressure that your teammates are going to kind of put forward for you. And again, Charge has shooters, but they also have solid presence on defense that allows their team to shine. And you see this assist. She knew Daly was going to be there. She didn't even have to look. She knew she was going to be there. Took her time, patience, beautiful bounce pass, and our teammates headed the line for the 2 points.
And Hussey is headed to the bench, but well-deserved break for her. She wastes no time getting up and down the court. She is so ridiculously quick, and with those handles combined, makes for a lethal guard.
3 seconds was called on Walters. She tried to find a lane to drive in to draw the foul, just wasn't able to get it. English. Johnson wanted to pull it, didn't get the space. Suddenly Paisley drives in. Walters couldn't get to the space in time. Instead of calling for a shooting foul, they're calling for a blocking foul. It's going to be on the inbound. I think she tried ever so slightly to beat Sunley Paisley to that spot. Didn't work out.
Well, one thing with the Blaze right now is that we know that they're not trying to play a one-on-one game, and Team Charge is definitely pushing for that right now. It's clear to see, and Blaze is definitely trying to mix it up by calling a lot of switches and everything like that to try to get it more into a zone defense, which they like to play against better because it takes more of them to break the zone that they have. But this one-on-one that Charge is forcing upon them has been very good, and it's the reason why they've caught up to this lead, but Sunley Paisley beats them there.
That was an under the basket cut scoop layup for Sunley Paisley.
Your scoop layups, you love them.
I do. It's because I can't do them. So I'm fascinated when it happens.
Takes a lot of control for sure.
It was
Take
just
another
so
look at
smooth.
it though. Sydney loves it.
it's
Reverse.
just- yeah, reverse scoop layup. I think I know what I'm going to be practicing when I get home today. I think it's just the scoop layups. English beats Bergonio, one-on-one battle. A 4-point lead here now for Team Blaze.
And you can hear the bench of Team Blaze are up for that English bucket there. It's because she's been waiting for it. She's been affecting every play majorly, and finally gets a bucket of her own here.
Letlow, Bergonio, Campbell drains. A beautiful seamless rotation coming from Team Charge. Letlow grabs the offensive rebound, kicks it over to Bergonio, and Campbell's just sitting there waiting patiently for the three ball. Gets
Such a
her
strong.
hand in the passing lane, Cheetah. But just this offensive rotation again from Hannah Sunley Paisley, the scoop rebound, but Campbell makes her pay. Beautiful seamless rotation on offense for Team Charge. Defense leverage. Lawrence kept it. Campbell. Johnson giving her no space. Johnson, solid effort on defense, wants the touchback, and she gets it. Bree Johnson. And again, as we know, the story of Bree Johnson, she is, first of all, a quintessential basketball player. She is someone that has been with Hoop Queens since the beginning. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to play last season though, Haley.
Yes, last season she was going through, and she was actually battling cancer. In September of last year, she was going through remission, and now she is back. She has been having a fantastic game here. She has her loved ones supporting her. She has her son here with a welcome back sign. She felt the love today for sure. You can see it, you can feel it, and we are so happy to have her back a part of this Hoop Queen season, and man, is she delivering on it.
Going back from last year, she was in her third round of chemo, and now she's tipping off for season 4 of Hoop Queens. That determination for her to get herself back, not only mentally but physically, the conditioning that she must have put herself through to be able to get ready for this season is honestly next to none. I commend her for her hard work and her dedication, and honestly, Hoop Queens teams hate to see her coming.
Definitely. It looks like she hasn't missed a single beat, and that's because she hasn't. She's fallen back into the rhythm of this game so seamlessly. We saw her doing her warm-ups beforehand. She was locked in from the second she stepped into this gym, and we could not be more happy to have her back.
Yeah, I know people didn't get to see this, but I need everyone to understand she started her warm-up like a true basketball player 40 minutes before tip-off, which for some might sound like a lot of time. Hopefully it doesn't, because you should be doing a proper warm-up from beginning. And a three ball, Daly hasn't really been shooting a lot this game, so to see her pull that one out, beautiful shot. Leverage, tries her best to beat Lawrence, doesn't happen. Lawrence grabs the rebound. Letlow, Campbell, 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Campbell, I don't know what that was. Tried to pump under her legs, draw the foul, didn't happen. But we do have a foul call at the end of it.
And it's gonna go on Hussey. We're gonna take a look at this three here from Daly. Wow, corner three, how much better does it get than that?
It was just a simple I wouldn't even say she caught it really. It was a simple 1 second quick release,
no,
right?
she was quick. She knew she was ready to do it, but like you were saying before, she hasn't shot a lot in this game, so nobody else expected it.
7 seconds remaining in this third quarter action. And just like that, again, we're at a 1 point lead here. Team Blaze 40, Team Charge 39. Team Charge can't really seem to get anything going. English is now joined by Johnson. Daly from half. Couldn't get it to go. Heading into the fourth quarter, we are at a 1 point lead. Team Blaze leading Team Charge. We'll be back after this.
To play the game. You ready? Oh, wait.
That's all I know.
You got it. You had to play the song for me. Hold on.
Try me and desert me. Work, 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 work. See, we got to work, 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 work.
Okay, are we giving it to her? Are we giving it to her? We're giving it to her. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Every Sunday, I got your prize. I'm going to come find you. I know where you're sitting. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is sponsored by Universal Music Group, where we play our artists. So each and every week, we'll play an artist. You got to finish the lyrics. And you've just won yourself 2 tickets. Where's Bree? Let me get those tickets. I need to give you exactly which show you'll be going to on behalf of Universal.
We are here to tip. Oh, we've already tipped off in this game, but I think you can tell I'm a bit excited. Fourth quarter action is starting momentarily. But again, something that I've been saying all day today, and something that I've been very excited for, is the target score. We are so close to having that be implemented here in this game for the first time in Hoop Queens history. Right now we have a 1 point margin. Team Blaze is leading 40 over Team Charge's 39. Johnson, first points of the day, coming back. Easy 2 point layup for Johnson. For those of you just tuning in with us, this right now is the first game of the day for Hoop Queens Season 4. My name is Sydney Holmes. Alongside me is Haley Hopkinson, and we have a neck-and-neck game. Johnson able to get the touch, runs down, suddenly Paisley finds her. Easy layup, easy work for her. Right now, we are moments away. Actually, we're about 5 minutes away.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're really excited.
But it's because it's a brand new rule. And again, the target score we've been talking about all day, it's finally going to be implemented. But that doesn't mean that the game ends. It just means that it gets even more competitive, if you could believe it, with the final moments of this game here. Hesitation from Campbell. I've noticed this happen twice now with Campbell. When she knows that there's going to be contact, she does a bit of a pump fake with the ball. It's like she cradles it, her knee goes up to try to block her, and then she extends her arm to try to get that layup.
Definitely, and when she's going into LaFond and suddenly Paisley, which I am a little confused by, they both are out there right now with 4 fouls. It's a bold move, but they are trying to run away with the score before the 4-minute mark, so that's clear to see, but Campbell did. The Team Blaze got lucky there that Campbell didn't draw contact on their 2 bigs that are in severe foul trouble.
Johnson all alone through contact. She had the ball on the wing, looked inside, saw there was nothing, took it, and she's rewarded now, headed to the line for 2. Just a quick breakdown again. The target score, once we hit 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the clock goes off. whoever is leading at that point in the game, they get 8 points added to their total, and that is what each team is fighting to get at. So as it stands right now, Team Blaze are leading in this game with 44 points. Any benefit that they can get as we get closer to that target score range, they're going to take. So they're just going to work that much harder to get a lead here over Team Charge.
Team Charge putting a very close press on these girls.
Through multiple bodies down low, and Walters is visibly frustrated. She gets called on another foul. Suddenly Paisley, hard-fought battle down low. She was able to fight through 2 Charge players to get that ball. Little bit of a delay on the call. Walters thinking she was a little bit in proper defensive position. I honestly think what took her out of it was the fact that she leaned over ever so slightly, gave the ref just a little bit of ammunition to call her on that foul.
Suddenly Paisley misses both from the line. Those are going to be the crucial points because, like we said, with the rule change, it can come down to free throws to win a game.
Leverage, easy 3-point bucket. Increasing this lead now 47 for Blaze, over 39 for Team Charge. Daly backdoor. Cheetah, Walters doesn't get the basket. Tesson tries to chase it out of bounds, isn't able to get there. Campbell now is inbounding it, but Leverage. It was just easy. Like her shot is just, it's not rushed. She knows it's going in every single time. That's a player who is conditioned to make baskets.
Definitely, and it looks like the Charge is going to have to take care of her defensively a little bit better because she's going to become really, really dangerous with her 3-point landing, and she's also been fantastic inside of the paint.
Tesson. Try to do a no-look pass to Leverage. Leverage didn't even really know it was coming. Hand in the passing lane now. Hussey taking it the other way. Calling a play, actually. High screen from Walters. And we have a foul. 22 Walters. Called on a blocking foul.
Well, Team Charge has 4 team fouls right now, with Team Blaze having 0. That's going to be a big part of this game, and we're going to take another look here at Hussey's points right there. She has been very good in this game, and her scoring has come in the second half, but the season that we're going to get from her is going to be fantastic, and this is just a little preview of it.
Right now we are within 6 points right now in terms of the deficit. After this short timeout, we're coming back to you with more basketball action.
Do a layup, you got to do 1 free throw and then 1 3-point shot. So I'm paying attention. Who's it going to be? I see you looking. He's like, let me stretch a little bit. So I'll be looking for 2 volunteers. It may be from layup basketball, but we will be looking for you guys. So stay tuned. I got my eyes on you.
Here in this fourth quarter, Team Blaze managed to get a 6-point lead, 47-41 over Team Charge. Right now, we are sitting at 0 fouls, 0 team fouls, that is, for Team Blaze, and 5 in comparison for Team Charge.
That's going to be a big difference maker as we close in before the 4-minute mark.
Cheetah fought down low to get the rebound. Hussey slipped the screen, didn't use it. High screen, Cheetah rolls. Hussey didn't use it, leverage makes her pay. Slips the defender, doesn't get the layup. A bit too short off the glass. Daly now. Patience, over to Cheetah. Takes her time, pulls it out. Campbell takes the screen from Cheetah, pulls it. Cheetah, solid effort on defense, but again, the Charge, their offensive rotation didn't stop. They were constantly looking for a new option.
I think Cheetah and Hussey together is going to be a very fantastic duo this season, and I think there's still a lot more in their basketball relationship to develop. A couple of times it could have been kicked out to each other there, but so far they're working very well together, and wow, what a shot.
Kind of a silent killer. That's exactly what I was meaning to say. Silent killer was what I should have said.
Yeah.
Daly, a bit quiet in terms of her shooting abilities. She's been very clean defensively. Offensively, we're now seeing her kind of come to fruition. Not 2 back-to-back threes, but 2 consistent threes, to say the least. Daly with it again, pulls up.
Oh.
She's found it. She's found her rhythm.
She found it, and it's a good time to find it because we're about 1:30 away to the 4-minute mark, where after that, the first dead ball, 8 points, and then it's a 1-point game right now. So Daly has definitely been a hero in this game for the Charge.
Suddenly Paisley. Again, Campbell did try to slap the ball out of her hands, but
yeah,
you can't even let her get that position on you.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
at that point, you just need to not worry about you getting the ball. You need to more worry about her not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Like, she shouldn't even be on the block in front of you. Back her out.
Right, exactly. When the ball goes up, you need to make sure that there's nobody in an orange jersey in between you and the net. A little careless play right there from Campbell, but she's going to take a break on the bench because she is going to be crucial coming up very soon.
Tesson inside leverage. And we have a foul. Foul is called on number 10, Victoria Lawrence. And once again, Team Charge is headed to the line. I think there's a little bit of a confusion. There wasn't necessarily a shot on the play, so it technically should have been an inbounds, but because we're already in bonus, leverage should be heading to the line.
And Campbell's coming back out to the court already. Maybe just getting a quick word from Justina King. And you're right, Sydney, she's getting those 2 shots.
Yeah, I think there was just a lot of confusion because if there was no foul count, it would have been an inbounds play.
Yeah. Well, leverage is fantastic. She had 16 double-digit performances this season with the York University Lions. And I just have to know that it's because of that deadly 3-pointer that she can whip out at any second. Such a difference maker when you have that locked and loaded to go for your team.
We're not really used to seeing it from her, but she went 0 for 2 from the line. Campbell. Letlow gets a hand on it, back to Campbell. A bit too high for Bergonio to get. Charge now headed the other way. English looking for Deas to try to figure out what play to call. Finally gets it. Wasn't able to get anything going in time. Team Charge get possession. Bergonio with it. 2 double screens, slips them both, gives it to Campbell. A bit too hard, but English can't control the rebound. And the Charge are gonna keep possession. A timeout is being called for Team Charge. When they come back, they will have the ball under the basket. I guarantee Justina King is drawing up an immaculate play to hopefully allow them to get the basket. We will find out shortly after this timeout.
To the score, and that will be how we determine who will win the game. So stay tuned. I know it's a close game right now, 49-46, but it will get more intense once that target score is there, and we are almost there. Big shout out to our Foot Locker family, Annex Hotel family as well, to Universal Music Group, everybody who plays a part in supporting women's basketball, especially Hoop Queens, each and every year. It's about to get more intense. So I want the energy on a high. Keep supporting who you came out with.
We are just 22 seconds away from hitting that target score time. Right now, Team Blaze 49, Team Charge 46. Unfortunately, the play that was drawn up didn't come to fruition. Johnson on Campbell, spins. Suddenly Paisley can't get it. Bergonio. Campbell has it, and we are now within that target score time. As soon as we have the first dead ball, at this point, it's gonna be 8 points plus the total of Team Blaze's current score. And we have an and one. Walters, count the basket. Bit of, not confusion, but a bit of contention coming from the Team Blaze.
We gotta see what happened. And we'll take a look. Walters, it looked like she might have caught a little elbow to the face a little bit there too, so
they did. So a bit of contention was if they were gonna count the basket or not.
right.
So they ended up counting the basket. Basket was good. And now the game is tied at 41, but regardless, target score is in effect. The game clock is off, and 57 is our target score for this game.
Oh, and Blaze have the ball in their hand. They've led for most of this game, especially in the second. And a blocking foul right there from Walters.
She's been trying. Like she
has
been putting her body on the line from the start of the game till now. I honestly don't know what else she can do to really put herself in a better position. I mean, she's trying. She always allows herself to be in front of her defender. It just doesn't work out.
No, and now because of the team fouls, Blaze is heading to the line and is gonna get their first points, potentially, from Sunley Paisley right here in the target score part of the game.
I mean, we knew this game was going to be close, but a 1 point margin heading into this target score is a nail biter of a game, to say the least.
And you can see the defense shift just like that. Everyone's tight on their woman here, and this is going to be very exciting.
Campbell and Johnson gets called on the foul. What looked like hard defense and just kind of remaining a body in the middle of a play ends up resulting in a foul.
It's difficult to guard Campbell. She's very powerful. She has great handles, and she can really rock into you and not lose her handle, which makes her such a fantastic player in the paint. So Bree Johnson trying to do her best here. It's a difficult task for anyone.
Bergonio looking for an option. Daly back to Bergonio. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bergonio called on a travel. Couldn't get anything going.
Well, this is something that I wondered if it would happen or not, any shot hesitation here. Because giving up the possession on a missed shot, I feel like these girls are going to want to make sure that it really is the shot quality that they want. But I think there could be some hesitation here.
Bergonio gets a second chance opportunity at it. Campbell, high screen from Letlow, slips it, doesn't need it, takes it, doesn't go, leverage with the rebound, takes her time. Wall with it. Notices the gap, takes it in, no foul. Good defense, suddenly Paisley gets it again. First putback, no. Second one, gets it. Right now, Blaze 52, Charge 49. Our target score is 57. Letlow pulls just off the front end of the rim. English fights for the rebound, doesn't get it. Campbell overthrows. Over and back call, Blaze retain possession.
And they haven't been able to Charge to get a basket yet so far, but suddenly Paisley, she sure can. Goes off the bottom of the basket there, but she does not fight. And when there's 3 Charge players on her like that, I mean, how great is suddenly Paisley for being able to put that in? Such a massive play in this moment.
We have a timeout coming from the Charge bench. Justina King hopefully looking to drop a play that can snap her team's deficit. Team Blaze leads 52-49. We'll be back shortly after this timeout. After that timeout called from Team Charge, they are trailing 49-52 against Team Blaze. 57 is our target score. Bergonio, interception. All alone decides to pull it out. Campbell. Lawrence calls for it. Drains. She was screaming, yelling, hollering. Campbell finds her. Easy three-point ball.
That was a fantastic pass from Campbell there, and we've seen it this whole game. If there's one player on this Charge team I want taking that 3, Lawrence is definitely a top contender of that pick. We got to take a look at that 3 again from Lawrence. Absolutely fantastic. Campbell, perfect pass, perfect spin on that, and the 3 is just perfect.
$52 apiece. Charge versus Blaze. Exciting game 1 for season 4 of Hoop Queens. Bergonio Doesn't get it on the first attempt, gives it to Campbell. Campbell pulls it off. Couldn't quite get her footing. Fantastic defense from Johnson, not allowing her to get an easy 3-ball. And we know that if Campbell's left alone, she's gonna make you pay. English, high screen, doesn't make contact. Johnson, in and out. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Quick up though, because she has Campbell to guard. Bergonio, Lawrence, Johnson.
Wow, what a massive play for Lawrence right there.
Johnson thought she got in the way just in time to get the charge. Refs didn't think so. Lawrence pushes right through her, gets the basket, and headed to the line for the extra point.
It also seemed like there could have been a miscommunication there from Sunlee Paisley and Bree Johnson. Sunlee Paisley was right there, so Bree Johnson standing there wasn't even totally necessary because a taller player right behind her was there, and Paisley definitely has the height advantage on Lawrence, but she'll miss the shot, so it's just the 2-point play there for them.
Now you mentioned this earlier, Haley. When you get to this point, Charge, they're 3 points away from winning this game. Do you push for the 3-ball, play hero ball, or do you kind of play it smart, go for the drive?
I think it depends. I think it depends on that right there. Now they have the comfort. I don't think you need to rush the 3. If the 3 happens organically, I think yes, but I think you can't force anything in this situation.
Seems like they're looking for that 3.
It surely does.
All alone. Did she get it? Count the basket.
I think it would have reset right there from Lawrence's attempt.
Cheetah left all alone, grabs the offensive board. Now 1 point away. I think Blaze were kind of hoping for the shot clock to kind of be called there, but Cheetah was able to get it off just in time. But right now, Wall at the line, able to bring this deficit back ever so slightly for her team.
And this is tricky here because they get the foul shots. They hope both go in, but then Charge has the possession again, and they can end it right here, right now. So the defense coming off of this inbound, the Blaze, they can't let the Charge inbound the ball here. They have to do everything possible. They have a very strong lineup out right now, a shorter lineup right now. But this inbound right here, this is big.
Blaze need 3 to win it. Charge need 1. Bergonio getting fancy. Tessin not letting it happen. Campbell trying to spin. Tessin, hard defense. Suddenly Paisley with the rebound. English now.
And just like that, the Blaze have a chance to win it right here.
Tessin couldn't get it in time. Johnson wants it. English, they want that 3-ball.
They want it.
English gets the free layup, takes it instead. Smart heads-up play. We are all tied at 56 apiece. 1 point will do it. Campbell gets it in, Cheetah. And the foul is called. Headed to the line for 2 points, only 1 is needed to win this game for the Charge.
Well,
Campbell, beautiful patience too.
Yeah. So it can end right here, but regardless of it ending on a free throw, how exciting was the last couple minutes of basketball we got?
This is basketball. I mean, all she needs is 1 point. I understand. I think she can feel all of the eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
On her at this moment.
This brings insane pressure. And there we go.
And just like that, hard-fought battle from start to finish. The target score in effect. Team Charge taking this one 57 over Team Blaze 56. The first game of the season for Hoop Queens Season 4. From start to finish, these two teams, I can guarantee you we're going to see them play a hard-fought battle again and again. But this wasn't an easy victory.
And how crazy is it that a game like this ends with one free throw here and Charge wins by 1? Charge had the lead in the beginning. Blaze had the lead nearing the middle, nearing the end of the game, and everything can change just so quickly.
Angeline Campbell gets player of the game, and rightfully so, with her impact not only defensively, offensively though, draining from 3, getting crucial assists. I don't think it could have gone to anybody else.
I don't think so either. She's definitely going to be such a difference maker, but how good is this Charge team? You have her, you have Walters having a massive presence. Managing fouls is definitely going to be the next step for her, but a fantastic game from her. Victoria Lawrence blew my mind this game. She played so fantastic. You have Hussey as well. Very, very talented ball handler. She's going to mean a lot to this team.
Well, that'll do it for the first game of our doubleheader today. But don't go away because we have game 2 kicking off in about 19 minutes. Stay where you are. Hoop Queens Season 4 is underway.